All right, so here he is. They call him T-City, short for Triangle City, the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu black belt, Brian Ortega.
Brian Ortega is a great fighter, a guy that has all the ability inside the octagon. He started as a jiu-jitsu practitioner, but you have seen the evolution of Brian Ortega as his career has continued to go on, has continued to proceed. Brian Ortega is getting better and better and better. He has now found himself staring across the octagon of some of the best fighters the division has ever seen, and he will continue to do that as long as he keeps developing the skills that are necessary.
And sometimes it's hard to become a champion without having tasted defeat. A lot of people believe the Max Holloway fight for Ortega will be something he can build upon moving forward. So we get another look tonight at the great Yair Rodríguez, DC. It's hard to remember a fighter being as hyped as Rodríguez was when he made his UFC debut at UFC 180 back in 2014, and for my money, he has largely lived up to that.
Yeah, he's lived up to expectation. I remember when we met Yair on The Ultimate Fighter Latin America, right away you understood that there was a star quality about this kid, but also an ability to just be free inside of the octagon, and it shows in his performances. The knockout of the Korean Zombie will stand the test of time because it was one of the greatest fights you had ever seen. And Yair and his toughness allowed him to go and find that knockout with very short time left on the clock.
At 26 years of age, that highlight that he produced, one of the best in UFC history. We'll see if he can follow it up with another win here tonight. Yair Rodríguez. He is set to go, and that means so are we for this highly anticipated co-main event. All right, now let's get to the tail of the tape for this featherweight tilt. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Brian T-City Ortega. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Yair Rodríguez.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. Well, what a highlight reel already put together by Mexican featherweight contender Yair Rodríguez. You may remember the knockout of Andre Fili by flying head kicks, stopped BJ Penn early in 2017. A lot of people think we are staring at a future UFC champion. He'll try to entertain the masses yet again tonight. Well, if it's not broken, don't fix it. And that relationship between Brian Ortega and James Lurson is as strong as a coach-fighter relationship as we have in MMA. Nice job in the boxing realm by Ortega here tonight. And there's that kicking game from Yair Rodríguez on full display early on in this one tonight.
Yeah, Yair Rodríguez is a beast. And you know when you watch him, when you're going into the octagon with him, you got to always be on high alert because he can hit you from anywhere. And a lot of times, it comes from those kicks, those very diverse, scary, dangerous, challenging to understand kicks that he throws.
Fast pace here in the early going. Oh, well done to block that powerful kick to the body. And that one certainly found the target. Rock'em sock him out of the chute here.
Oh!
Beautiful shot to the leg. Right hook attempt, that's a miss. Effective with the jab. Woo-wee. I don't do that as well as you do it, but man, he's coming out swinging tonight.
He is bringing the heat. This dude is trying to end this night early.
Can you give us an ooh-wee, please?
Ooh-wee.
So good. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Well, it didn't take him long to get a good read on his opponent. Another good series of kicks there.
He thought the kicks would be the key tonight, and they sure have been. Oh, nice hook.
Trying to land the elbow there to no avail.
Well, he blocked that punch. Nasty high kick.
Well, these numbers are unofficial, but they are strong. 43 total strikes have landed for Brian Ortega. Just over 2 minutes to go in what has been a furious round one. Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's ripe for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Oh, beautiful right hook counter. Well done to catch the kick. We'll see what he can do. Head kick attempt, unable to find the target.
Oh, that one landed, yep. Beautiful job getting those hands up.
Going to the body now with that hook. Well placed there by T-City, Brian Ortega. Well, the right hand has been there at times, not that time.
Ortega's in there fighting calm, staying collected in the face of a very tough fight right now. There it is again. Look at that.
Under a minute to go in what has been a wild round one. Back and forth we go.
Nice kick. These guys are going at it.
Oh, big Superman punch there.
Oh, inside kick.
T-City gets hit with a kick here. That one landed flush. Let's see if he can make some adjustments.
That lead right hand is nasty.
Just misses with the straight left hand. Rodríguez's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. Beautiful right hook counter. Round two is next. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, so there's the end of the round. Few things in MMA more devastating than a head kick, and nearly produced a knockout for him there.
We talked to him earlier in the week, and he talked about chances to take the kicks high. He got a chance, he took it, he landed that kick and almost got the fight finished. Let's see if he can go and do that again.
Well, round one, a tough act to follow. Here we go with our second round. Yair Rodríguez versus Brian T-City Ortega. So Rodríguez continuing to manage distance beautifully tonight. He's got his kicking game on point. Oh, he might be out.
Oh, he's hurt bad.
Oh, big right hand, yes. Oh, man, how many head kicks can one man absorb before getting separated from his conscience?
One, normally. This guy has a great chin, but if he takes any more, he's going to be sleeping. Another one! You cannot take those leg kicks clean like that. Beautiful jab lands.
Defensively responsible, nice block. Rodríguez is blocking pretty well now, so an adjustment made by the fighter to protect that already significantly damaged nose. Well, this is kind of crazy the way this is transpiring. This jiu-jitsu fighter looks like a professional boxer here tonight. He told us about his evolution. He has absolutely taken it to the next level.
He has taken it to the next level, J.A. I mean, this guy is so comfortable in the striking. Before in his career, early, he looked a little bit lost. He looked like he was desperate to get takedowns. Now, he seems to be comfortable everywhere. So the work that they are putting in is truly paying dividends.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other, DC.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
So 92 total strikes have landed for Yair Rodríguez. And landing with 40% accuracy tonight against Brian Ortega. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse. And you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fight.
Back to the feet now.
He's hurting him bad, man. That right hook is nasty.
Oh, big left hook there.
Oh, nice right hand.
Well, you don't want to be too hard on this fighter, but his takedowns are outstanding. His submission skills are top-notch. We've seen none of that tonight.
He's got to try to change it up. You don't fight with your ego. You don't worry about showing off new things you learned in the gym. Get to what brought you to the show. That is his submission skills. He's such a phenomenal grappler. He needs to find a way to get this fight back to the floor.
So wisely, he continues to attack that area that is cut wide open. When you were fighting, was that something you would do? You see a cut, try to attack it?
It's like a target.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to get your hands on that cut. You want to punch him in it. You want to elbow him in it. Anytime you see your work paying off, you go down the path.
Look how excited you just got talking about punching a dude who's already wide open. Like, you got really excited.
It is, right? And I'm old now. I don't even want to fight no more, but I do love a little damage.
Oh, he gets tagged there. Nice combination to the head. All right, we'll see if he has any response here. His opponent continues to land. A lot of swelling upstairs.
Well, you got to move your head. You've got to be preemptive. You cannot wait until your opponent starts to throw something in your direction. You've got to avoid right now if you want to avoid having this become an issue. You cannot take too many of those.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Oh, and there's a kick to the body, not having that one blocked by T-City, Brian Ortega.
You never know where it's coming from. You don't know if he's going to do a cartwheel, try to kick you. You never know what's happening for Yair Rodríguez.
Well, I can't even relate to the mental and physical toughness we are seeing from these two individuals. Both fighters damaged and compromised, and yet leaning on the heart here late in the fight.
Yeah, they're both leaning on the heart. They're both trying to really show that they belong. They're both trying to show that they're the better fighter. They have been matched at every single step. They're both bloody, battered, bruised, but neither one of them is willing to take a step back. These guys want to win. Nice block.
All right, round three coming up next. Well, we got to think some bonus money is coming the way of these two athletes at night's end, and remarkably, they've both been able to stay in the fight despite absorbing a shit ton of damage.
I mean, the amount of damage that these two have taken in this fight is crazy. They've been able to stand on a coin and go toe for toe in the middle of the octagon.
And as usual, they gave our replay guys in the truck a lot to work with.
Yeah, a lot to work with, because neither one of them have tried to use defense. They're proving how tough they are, but they really aren't using the skills that will allow for them to be fighting for a long time. You gotta keep moving your head. You cannot take these type of heavy strikes so frequently.
And it looked like maybe one of those coaches thought about getting involved. They're gonna be watching the action closely as these two absolute warriors and damaged athletes try to get the upper hand in this next round.
Ready.
Third round underway. Oh, this could do it. Checks the leg kick. You know, DC, you're usually pretty prophetic when it comes to these game plans and strategies. Are you surprised he hasn't even tried to take him down yet?
Yes, it's very surprising to watch a guy that has this type of wrestling chops not trying to tip to get this fight to the ground.
Rodríguez has been dealing with that cut on his nose for a while, and now it is just pouring blood.
Oh, nice.
Now he's got the single collar in the clinch. Rodríguez gets stunned there by that stiff jab.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though, with it. All right, so we didn't see any takedown attempts from the BJJ player in round one, and as yet, he still hasn't attempted to take this fight to the ground.
Very surprising approach by this guy. He's so good on the ground. I would have expected him to try to get it to the ground earlier in the fight, but as we go on, it's tough. You heard him again.
That blood becoming a real factor. Misses with the right hand. All right, doing work with the jab. Well, DC, no denying he's winning this fight, and it's got to feel pretty good if you're a fighter. You put it... 3 minutes now to go in this one. Rodríguez is really bleeding heavily now. You got to think they might bring in the ringside position to take a look at that cut between rounds.
Go after the cut. End this fight. End it.
Trying to establish that jab once again. Switch kick lands. Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it. Well, the Cut men have done everything that they can tonight, but these guys are handing out facials. This is crazy.
Yeah, these guys are going after it, man. Both of them. Both inflicting damage on each other. Oh!
Yair Rodríguez has done it!
Oh, man.
Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 44 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Yair El Pantera Rodríguez.
All right, so Yair El Pantera Rodríguez, all smiles after this one, and why not? And when he puts all the skills together as he did here tonight, not only is he one of the more exciting fighters on the roster, but he looks the part of a guy who could compete for a UFC featherweight championship. He has certainly learned from his setbacks, which have been few and far between, and that was maybe the best Yair Rodríguez we have ever seen here tonight.